Welcome back to the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 11. My name is Red Queen Andy, together with the man himself over here, Sir Cloud, to give you all the juicy chicken dinners that we're gonna have for today.
Oh yeah, speaking about juicy chicken dinners, I wouldn't mind a physical one, like it is dinner time in our time zone, just saying. But Hora Esports didn't mind the chicken dinner as they scored the first one today, and the crowd goes, wow!
Yeah, one down. We still got 5 more games to go, and we are about to start this one in Myanmar. And you know what, Sir Cloud? With all of the intense fights that we have been witnessing, that we have been going through, hopefully there's some food outlets over there that's interested to send us some chicken dinners as well.
Hey, I wouldn't mind, and fun fact, there's this one time that after Ruthless, I went out for dinner with a friend, and the guy who was serving me watches Ruthless, and he was like, "Hey, aren't you?" I'm like, yeah, I was wearing the same shirt." So if you're watching, okay, you know who you are, okay. I wouldn't mind, or we wouldn't mind, can make arrangements.
Send some here in the Philippines, okay? Okay, so we've experienced the Group Red versus Group Green during game number 1 today, or for this game rather. We are going to witness Red versus Yellow this time. So we have to welcome in Vikings Esports, NS Red Force, Face Fan, Team Secret, A1, Sem9, Bigatron, and Claw Slayer.
All right, and immediately our experts pick the NS Red Force.
Honestly, I feel like Horror Esports going for a back-to-back winner a chicken dinner. No, I mean, like, it's in my gut feel. So I'm gonna lock in Horror again.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really feel that they're gonna go for the back-to-back winner chicken dinner. And you have a purple heart. How do you do that? You have to teach me that.
Let's do it, people. Let's do it. I have the feels as well. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's go. All right, Esports. A double. They score this one. Potentially, they will go number 2. Potentially. That is how crazy it is.
I mean, you all know Sky and the rest of the group here. If they are in the mood, like if they've already set down their momentum, they're going to go for the back-to-back winner chicken dinner. And if they don't do that, they're going to set like quite a huge number of points. That is for sure. But the fact that Horror Esports opened up the matches with a chicken dinner today, oh man, I just know we are going for like such a great ride. Okay, there you go. Sir Cloud flexing again, with all of this PUBG mats that he has. The only thing that I have from PUBG, look at that. I do have that small case of, like, for my spoon and fork, and that's PUBG. That's it. That's basically it.
Okay, gotta zoom in. But to be fair, you can get this printed though, just saying. So
yeah, well, soon enough, I'm going to have a light that says PUBG Mobile, so wait for that.
Hey, don't you already have that?
You're wearing a shirt. You're wearing the bucket hat. Like, when is PUBG going to love me?
Don't you already have the neon sign?
No, I don't have it just yet. It belongs to a friend. I did the interview with Federalis in his house, so he does have those paraphernalia.
What? It's his? Yeah. It looks cool.
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask it as a souvenir. But who's gonna gain the souvenir of the chicken dinner in Miramar? Let's go!
Ooh, all right, here we go. I know you guys are pretty excited to check if Horror Esports can replicate that chicken dinner back to game number 2. Again, this is match number 20, day number 4 of the playoffs. Let's kick it.
Let's kick it. But who's gonna be the first one to kick the bucket? Well, we've rotated the groups, so drop spots will change, and that's where teams will need to figure out, like, is it going to be safe where we're going? Is it not going to be safe? who's going to be nearby, who's going to be around us. So many things to figure out now that we have changed the groups.
Definitely. But of course, we're looking at Nobu, Levi's over here. Nobu still has the highest damage, of course, but Falak is already trailing him behind as well. Same thing goes for the teammates coming from Nico's Kia. But when it comes to the most number of elimination points, Sir Cloud, 46. That is just like a huge number right there. So I do wonder if anyone's gonna catch up, with Nobu at this point. But anyway, 5-pack, ladies and gents. We can see it's from north down to the south once again. And I'm just looking if there will be teams that would be clustered up. If Los Leones will be occupied as well. But I'm pretty sure some of the teams here will go for that vehicle gameplay at the start of the game, just so they could make sure that they can arrive to wherever they are going safely.
Oh yeah, definitely there will be. But will they be safe by claiming those vehicles out in the open, right? That would be the other question. Circle-wise, it's going to be a kind circle. We're going to see a 100% land circle with the high ground around power grid. That's where BTR likes to play. But we don't know if it's going to be the same BTR that we're used to seeing, because rumor has it that this is the academy team.
Rumor has it. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's
forgot
the academy team. But they do deserve the break, Sir Cloud. I mean, they've been to the Hong Kong Invitational, so perhaps they are asking the organization, maybe we could maybe rest and take a break for now, because Federal is actually here in the Philippines, and he's been posting a lot, being with friends in the community. He's been going out a lot, and yeah, the guy deserves a break. After all, he did win that MVP title, so we just know that Federales have been working hard, and the rest of the group of BTR.
Yeah, Federales not getting a break, right? Like, he's supposed to go home, spend time with his buddies, but someone called him for an interview. Not giving him a break at all.
To be fair,
can you give us a hint when that's coming out?
Okay. So oh man, it's just really, really hard to translate some of the things or the things that we covered, but hopefully I can get to post it before maybe this weekend or before that. I'm really gonna do my best. But anyway, Rosemary, however, made a surprise spray up against one player of FaZe Clan, and check it out, he got first blood.
Yeah, and he definitely did his best there. Straightforward elimination, and Red Bull didn't know what hit him. He was just passing by casually. He was like, I just want to loot in this house. Oh, okay, never mind. See you next round.
Yeah. And Rosemary, this guy can be really good at picking his moments, picking his angles. It's like he can predict everything that's going to happen from inside the game. And I think that's what makes him very special of a player, especially for Ultra Ego eras. That's why a lot have been calling him Rosemary, or Rose Carey rather, because he knows sometimes he moves like he's already 1-2 steps ahead of the opposition.
If he can predict my love life, I will call him the Goat Mary.
The Goat Mary.
Goat Mary. The most unpredictable thing in the world, my love life.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Sir Cloud's love life in just a while, ladies and gents, because we can see that A1 Esports already getting in position over here, hunting down Break of Vikings. So far, I can see that 3 members from A1 actually trying to get him, but Break is not moving at all, which is absolutely good. Trigger discipline at its best, and of course, if you move a muscle, then you expose your location. So Break is not moving at all, just waiting for backup. So let's see if A1 can take out Vikings Esports this time.
Do they know that? Okay, now they do know.
Boom!
Makes that move to the UMP, but he needs to back up. Position compromise. But he got good backup from behind, though. Tins. Really good backup by Brick. Now on the ground. Tins and Cole. We need to win this fight. And
wow.
Get another one. Rowdy will be on the ground instead. And here comes Woonty with the shotgun.
Great counter coming from Vikings. We got that Storm back on the screen here with a UMP and, of course, a shotgun over here. But then again, I feel like Vikings already has the advantage over A1 Esports just because they have that element of surprise. Sinister with the attack, okay, manages to damage 1T a bit, but not enough to take him out just yet. But what just happened? That Storm, man, he took a hit on the face coming from 1T, and immediately that's a point in the bag.
The fight will continue on. And let's see if Sinister can pull off a big clutch here. Ooh, M249 in hand. Okay. Can really spray with this one. But is it the most clutchable weapon? Sorry, but who knows? He can do something. But looks like the answer is unfortunately not. But good work by the Vikings. Well coordinated. Great teamwork. Great backup, especially when Wunti went down. That's how they won this fight.
That was a clean execution, grace under pressure, as we call it, because we did see a couple of them getting knocked down by A1 Esports, but they were able to reset just in time, and they were able to retaliate up against A1 Esports and claim that victory from that clash. But now we still have plenty of teams, ladies and gents, 15 in total. Stage 1 here with a minute and 25 seconds on the clock before we move into stage 2. D plus Kia still tanking the blue here. I feel like they will be coming from Los Higos area. Yangon Galacticos will probably go through Chumacera before they can step into the zone here. As for Vikings, they have already taken control of Los Leones, so I don't think they're going to be having any problems just yet because Los Leones, a big portion of it is still included in the zone. And as for the other teams, they're over to like the center and a bit onto the northern side of the map.
So we might see a clash there or not. I guess it will depend on where the other teams rotate as well, because we're still at stage 1 and there's plenty of land in this sort of circle since it's a 100% land-ish circle. But A1, as they move, they saw Hora Esports. Now Mafioso is tapping away, but the counter fire back. Revo gets Sky. But it's a long range and Sky is together with his teammates. I wouldn't be too worried about him. They should be able to recover Sky, but Carrillo moves forward.
Oh, man. I don't think Alpha 7 is going to give a chance for Horror Esports to recuperate in this situation. I mean, they did manage to put down Sky, and that's such a big thing. And now Squash just went for a spray and eliminating Sky this time. Jiggle also gets down, and now we're looking at No Fear. Oh, my goodness. They are getting attacked here. They're getting punished by Alpha 7. Sleepy is the only surviving member, and he's trying to escape with his life. The team can actually get away in this situation.
Okay, he survives. I can't say the same for the two players of Hora Esports though. Eliminated by Alpha 7. And not only two, one more as well. Just too bad for Hora Esports this round. But it's okay. Objective top 18. At least for now, they're still alright. Whatever happens.
Yep. Okay. I mean, it's a great thing that Alpha 7 seems to be aggressive this time because he did not let go of Sleepy there. I mean, he chased him down, went in for a spray. It's just fortunate, for Sleepy to actually get away from that situation. So they will have a chance to get to the latter stages of the game. But of course, if Alpha 7 decides that, okay, we should hunt him down, then that's going to be a chase that's going to happen. But coming off the kill feed, it's D plus Kia versus Yangon Galacticos this time over to the west side of Los Leones where Vikings is currently staying at. So perhaps we can see Vikings try to get a hold of the situation as well. But Master Smile, man, coming from the top, make it drop. He gets the point.
Ooh, that's going to be the opening point for Yangon Galacticos. And guess who it's against? It's against D plus Kia. Even Nobu is now down on his knees. And Mr. Smile, the clutch man of Yangon Galacticos, so pan! You just panned the global MVP.
Ooh, okay. Trying to spit dirt onto his name. Oh! Nasty Romeo boy. Oh man, Romeo here, this version is not a lover, he's a fighter. Okay, that is pretty awesome. But Yangon Galacticos, again, PMCL champs here, and showing us what's good. Okay, they were able to bag 3 points right now, and we are just at stage 2 here, so there's still a lot of things that can still happen. But in the meantime, we're looking at the kill feed, and it's FaZe Clan scoring some points as well. And this time, they are over at Hacienda de Patron, and they're going over the boys of Boom Esports.
Yeah, looking to take this fight head on with Mastery on the other side. And here comes Dewey from the back. Surprise! Mastery. And now looking for the other players of Boom Esports. Pombit in front together with Yummy. As FaZe Clan, they know they have the numbers. But guess who's around the corner? It's Alter Ego. Looks like they want a piece of this high ground.
Potentially, that could be the case. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Not looking too good, though, for the side of the Wolf Pack, since we already have 2 casualties over here, but it's still Pondbit and Yummy, and we all know this 2 guys are pretty tough when it comes to PUBG. So let's see what kind of maneuver, what kind of tricks up their sleeves are they going to show us for today. In the meantime, we're looking at the map feed over to the right side of the screen here. Vikings, again, pretty close with Yangon Galacticos. Perhaps they will be fighting inside Picado.
And the high ground in this circle around the area of Power Grid. BTR, they do like that high ground and they will lock it in. So that's a good vantage point there for rotating teams. Alter Ego, nice long range from Rosemary. Finish off Dewey immediately. 2 points down for Rosemary. He's on fire.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for him. Okay, so what Alter Ego Eras is doing at the moment, Sir Cloud, is that they're spread out. You know, they're going for a pinch. They are setting trap up against FaZe Clan, and I feel like, you know, this is why the offense is so effective, I guess, for the side of Alter Ego Eras. But then again, Team Secret is deciding whether or not they're going to join into the mixer. But Yummy, with the double barrel shotgun, was able to score some point. But let's see how he's going to defend himself now that Canari's already on his way, of course, to take him out as well.
Ooh, but he is at 40% of health now. He needs to find some space to heal up before he's able to continue on the fight. And takes a little bit more damage now, down to 30%. Palmade will need to buy time for him. Palmade with UMP. Canary's on the other side. Rosemary could be moving forward. Let's see what happens here. But anyway, now the focus is on the Palmade. Palmade takes a bit of damage as well. Here comes Yummy with a newfound health. And he will finish off the final play of FaZe Clan match.
See, I mean, Boom Esports was still able to turn the tables, and Alter Ego Eras Krypton. Oh man, he's down on his knees at the moment. Razak coming from one gun, he's taking some hits as well. We got Rosemary doing a massive spray up against Claw. Was able to give a little bit of damage, but not enough to get that point done. 5 elimination points from the Vikings. Oh my goodness, I feel like the energy is really up this time. And oh, what a surprise! Deepa's Kia already out!
Ooh, okay. Today, looks like they might be chilling. Anyway, they can afford to. They can just chill for like the entire playoffs and we'll still in the finals. So, yeah, at this point. But now that means that all the other teams, the chicken dinner is open for the taking. Zero is taken out by the play zone. And now Tin's here. He does have young Galacticos to deal with. Long range to Mernat, and Mernat managed to hide himself in time.
Well, here comes Rosemary. Okay, trying to find an angle. And I think he does have a good vantage point because, it is just really sending a lot of pressure onto the boys of Claw. And Alter Ego Eras, I believe they already have like maybe 7. Is this 7 elimination points in the bag already? So slowly but surely, you know, they're not too aggressive and they're not too passive as well, which is like just the perfect combo, you know, for the side of Alter Ego Eras. And they continue to, you know, rack up a lot of points here without being like uberly aggressive. But from the map, we can see that BTR, again, still pretty close with Boing Donkey. Vikings, oh man, Wunti's out of the game, and that was because of Yangon Galacticos.
And a break, taking a decent amount of damage. Seika almost got knocked. Gotta be extra careful there, and break finally gunned down by Gator. Whoever the player is. And now for Tint and Superman to save him, it's going to be very hard. Like he's way up north. So they have to let this one go and survive as a duo together.
Man, Binny with the moves. Oh man. Okay, so Alter Ego Ares seems to be taking some hits coming from anti-doors. We got Binny as well here, getting the job done, securing a point for himself. Binny was able to heal up, and now he is hunting down. Unstoppable. Can he stop him this time?
Resonate, but follow-up comes, and he will get it for the SLK. Nicely executed. Stopping Unstoppable at his tracks.
You know what? For Alter Ego Ares, perhaps that was a miscalculation over to their side. I feel like, they were such on a good track and a good momentum just moments ago, and not exactly sure how they got terminated. But perhaps, they were gunned down by not just one team, but maybe two teams over here. But 6 elimination points now in their pockets for Vikings, and again, so far so good. Although they've already suffered like 2 casualties for their team, but it's still pretty doable for me. Over to the south side still, BTR Kent, close with 2 members of Donkey over here. We can see that Lazarus coming from Vampire Esports. He just did a massive spray, but did not hit his target just yet.
Oh, Beanie gets a Bobo from Claw. So now that leaves Claw with only 1 player left. Vampire Esports now navigating around this rough terrain. But there's still teams in front of them, so they have to be extra careful. Redface is going to be the final player of Claw. But for him, since he's alone, the best that he could do is to play for survivability. And he does have this small little, how should I put it? A valley? Or it's not really a valley, but that's sort of like a V-shaped terrain for him to hide from the other teams for now. But he's at the edge of the circle. That means there's always a big chance that circle will move away from him. Then it will be a big problem for Redface.
That could be the case. And again, just look at what Kent is doing. He does pose a great vantage point as well. Could potentially shut down Gakord and Zeta at this point. But that is if Boing Donkey will be exposing the top of their heads, right? But Kent needs to be careful though, because Superman might do a major backstab here. He could potentially shut him down as well. I mean, 2 other members of BTR is looking and monitoring the situation over to the right side with Vampire Esports. So yeah, if Kent goes down, I don't think a backup will arrive.
All right, the circle shifts towards the left side, so everyone from the high ground will need to leave. That includes BTR. Full squad. A lot of teams in front of them right now. Teams will fall to the hands of the zone. But for BTR, now it's going to be an issue for them. Yaku Gaticos move forward. So now they're in front of BTR. Same goes for Void Donkey. Can't he see Void Donkey? But is he going to pull the trigger? Maybe not yet. Now, focusing on the Vikings. Superman locks a nade and moves away. Just in time.
That was a good move. That was a good move coming from Superman. But anyway, the fight is not over just yet. Superman's cooking up his own nade here. Oh, he pulled off the same technique. Okay, I see it. But Superman needs to be careful because Void Donkey is already on their way here. I think also gunning him down as well. There you go. That's a confirmation. Zeta took the point from BTR. So this is already inevitable. This is going to happen. Void Donkey versus BTR this time.
And Void Donkey now in the circle, so they have the comfort of the zone. But BTR, right now they have the comfort of a full team. They have the numbers against Void Donkey. Searching around for their next target, but Smile got Kent. Okay, a bit of an assist from a distance.
Yeah, Master Smile. Oh, I thought he was gonna pop some smokes here. Okay, that was a volley. But anyway, here goes Master Smile. Oh no, a hit and run! Plus a drive-by. Oh my goodness. Romeo Boy's been taking some damage as well. There goes Meowla on his knees. Romeo Boy trying to defend himself, making it happen for Yango Galacticos. Oh man, this is a great trade-off between these 2 teams. And Lazarus from Vampire Esports trying to do a counter, but this time up against Sem9.
Oh, and the fight continues on between Void Donkey and BTR. While now we see Yaku Gatos against Vampire Esports. So many fights happening at the same time. Sem9 right now they're playing with Man Parang, their temporary coach, and also the OG player of Sem9. Now they show up. Manpa is down. However, the other members of Sem9 can still pick him up, but they have to do it quick. Zone is approaching.
This is a three-way battle happening right now. And you're right. You're absolutely right. Now they need to settle the score because the Blue Ripper's already on his way too to collect some souls. We got Lazarus driving his buggy, and there goes a young Galactus back to the lobby, but they did score 7 elimination points. Fearin now making a move up against Vampire Esports, and there goes with a DPS shotgun. He was able again to put a point under his name.
And Manpara should be back up again. Vampire Esports on the lower ground right now. They're not in the circle. They have to move forward with Sem9 above them, but Sem9 moves into the compound just in front of them, inside of Power Grid. Now the challenge is for Vampire Esports to try to breach in, which should show work to the northern side where Nongshim Red Force is at, and they have Alpha 7 in the building.
Ooh. Okay, was that a phone? Okay, anyway. Binny throwing an aid, flashing them out, and Wise holding to a vantage point here. Cheesy with the attack. They are raiding the building, and I think they were able to do it successfully. Mafioso out of the game, and I feel like, okay, so it's only Carillo and Revo right now playing for Alpha 7, but they're already in the middle here, Sir Cloud.
If anyone heard that sound, that's the C4, ladies and gentlemen. And Nongshim Red Force, time to get into the circle. 20 seconds on the clock before the zone starts to close. Alpha 7, they still have a representative. We switch back over to the southern side where Void Donkey is at without the circle. Next to them is still Vampire Esports. Man, they must feel very, very annoyed with Vampire Esports, the team that could potentially stop them.
Mm-hmm. But in between the two teams here, I feel like Vampire Esports is feeling more of the pressure compared to Void Donkey, because Void Donkey is already close to the edge of the circle here. Miaula already pushing forward here while Nuzi goes for the spray. We can see that Miaula cooking up a nade here, potentially shutting down Gakor, but this is going to be an exchange gift. Okay, he throws a nade, missed Gakor. Gakor switched back to his gun. It's going to be a shotgun 1v1 between these two players, but Miala's been taking the hit now. Gakor is still making a move. Okay, here we go. The dance started between these two players. It's a 2v1.
Okay, trying to fight back against two players of Vampire Esports, and Mela will get him. Zeta on the other side will counter fire back on the Mela, knocking him down. 1v1, Muzi and Zeta, wins the 1v1 for Void Donkey.
Which brings us down to the final 5 teams remaining here for match number 2, stage 6, Sem9, a complete squad. They do have the number advantage compared to NS Red Force, Alpha 7, Claw, and even Void Donkey. And Gakor just got shut down by a jawhand of Claw. Claw still trying to make it happen. 7 elimination points though for the side of NS Red Force. Just really proving to everyone that they're also a force to be reckoned with. And that is it. Alpha 7, end of the line, 4 elimination points in the bag. And we're also looking onto the 4 teams remaining for this round.
And here comes Redface with the high ground. He knows that they are behind that tree, but Redface won't focus on to getting into Power Grid itself, securing his safer spot, preparing himself for the next phase of the circle. Here is Sem9 on screen, and then there's Red Force across them, trying to get Fearin. Fearin managed to hide himself just in time to fight for the middle of the circle. And now here is Zeta again against Redface. It's going to be the Indonesia connection. Zeta marches forward, and Zeta gets Redface, eliminating Claw at number 4.
It's a 3v3v2. Things are getting exciting over here. Doxy needs to recuperate, obviously. But when it comes to the zone control, I feel like NS Red Force pretty much have it down. I mean, 2 players from Void Donkey, they're together. They're not gonna go for a split here. And as for Sem9, they're gauging the situation as well. But NS Red Force already, I mean, they're already in position here. Ooh.
They are in position in the circle. At least 1 player, that is. So the rest can follow up. It's going to be Doxy there. While on the left side, we not only have Sem9, but Void Donkey close. And Void Donkey, they're going to navigate around the buildings of Power Grid to get in. That means they will meet with the members of Sem9.
Okay, here we go. It's a Mexican standoff. Nobody's open firing at anyone at the moment. Everyone's busy trying to come up, of course, at like which location would be the best for them to dominate for stage 7. We got a small portion, from that building where Yuhai is actually staying at over to the south side of the circle. So perhaps that could do them good. Yuhai taking some damage coming from Gakor, but this is going to be a dance-off. Let's see who's going to be winning the fight here. Oh, a Molly had been thrown. Yuhai is trying to fire up this DDS. Gakor low in HP could potentially lose the fight here. And there you go. Gakor down on his knees. And Yuhai, man, drop shot. Let's see if he can shut down this last fight coming from Voindungi.
Alright, Zeta against Yuhai. 1v1, but Yuhai is going to get a little bit of assist from Baron from the other side, now pushing Zeta to the other side of the building. Zeta circling around with Baron. He has an idea that Zeta is here, but that's okay. Zeta shows up, but the name by Yuhai will finish on Zeta. That is the end of Boy Donkey.
Okay, here we go. 7-9, Malaysia versus Korea this time. 6 elimination points though before Voindungi actually got the axe. We can see that Mampa already on throne here. Probably would want to go for a sneak attack here. XZY still getting picked up at this point. So, NS Red Force back on a 3-man team. This is a fair fight, I can say. Both of the players, or both of the teams rather, they are inside the circle. Fyron is feeling all the confidence here, trying to get close to Biddy. Biddy goes in for the open fire, was able to inflict a lot of damage, but let's see if he can finish off the fight. Unfortunately, Biddy gets tagged by Yuhai, and now Yuhai getting tagged as well by Doxy. This time, Non-Shame Red Force seems to be winning the fight.
Oh, but then again, it's a 2v2. So the numbers are now equal between Sem9 and NS Red Force. It's going to be anyone's game for the chicken dinner. As Baron approaches XCY, XCY takes a lot of damage. Now he has to back out. He has to heal up. But he does not have the time. He's not given the space by Baron. Baron is now closing in. He's getting closer and closer. XCY heals up in time. Fires by the Baron, but Baron does have a DBS. But XCY has a DBS on his own to knock down Baron.
Alright, it's a total rampage. We can see on the screen here 10 elimination points in the bag for the side of NS Red Force. And again, if they continue playing their cards right, they could potentially score that chicken dinner. But will Sem9 allow that to happen? Obviously, Sem9 already a deficit here. They are at a disadvantage just because of the fact that 2 of the players already down on the ground. What is Manpa going to do in this situation as NS Red Force moves in to take that kill?
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, the PMPL Southeast Asia champion, Manparang, will need to do it against the 2 players of NS Red Force. Moves towards the right side, but NS Red Force has the numbers against him, and NS Red Force will be the one to claim the chicken dinner. And I believe this is expert's prediction.
No, I think they went for Alpha 7. I think they went for Alpha 7. But it's still a Korean chicken for this round.
They went for NS Red Force.
They
expert
did?
got it right.
Oh my goodness. And now expert's prediction now 2 points. My goodness. But yeah, NS Red Force right now the big boys for this match number 20 for the playoffs. Just look at that. Everyone is having like a serious face here. They're all about the game. They're all about business. And they got as the Korean chicken dinner.
I like how they all have the same pose. Except for maybe Doxy, if you want to be, really detailed. It's like Doxy forgot the instructions of like putting his right palm up. Yeah, but
oh yeah.
Other than that, they have the same pose.
Yeah, absolutely right. But then again, NS Red Force, I don't think they're just gonna let the narrative flow today, Sir Cloud, that D+K have been dominating. Should be both Korean teams that are dominating the Ruthless Invitational Showdown. It's NS Red Force and D+K. I mean, this is such a great thing to see that they have been quite aggressive, I can say, at the beginning of the match, and they were able to sustain that confidence and that high level energy as well up until the latter stages of the match, and eventually getting them a chicken dinner. But it was a tough fight between them and Sem9.
That was really close, right? At some point it looked like Sem9, and at some point it looked like NS Red Force. So it could have been anyone's game. But we still got to give it to Sem9. It's a second place finish for them, and they did put up a good fight here. So they are part of our teams to watch Other than that, our third place team is Void Donkey. Also had a good run, eliminating Red Face to come in. And because of that, Claw, they are number 4 as part of our teams to watch here. And based on the overalls, none of them actually travel more than 10K. So it just shows that the circle is kind enough for all 4 of these teams this round.
And check it out. The throwables used in this match, Sir Cloud, from this top 4 teams. Ennis Red Force, they used 15. They're the only team actually that has a double-digit score in terms of like how many nades they've thrown out inside the game. And as for everyone, it was only like 7 or 2. So maybe that's why they're so effective. Maybe that is still, quite a meta here in PUBG. Eliminations. We've got Zeta versus Rosemary. Obviously, it's a 1-point lead for Zeta. As for damage output, it is Rosemary. But, with the numbers, it's not like a wide gap, for both of the players.
Wow, but this guy created the wide gap. It's Beanie as our MVP this round. 4 eliminations, 823 damage. And fun fact, Beanie is only 19 years old. Already MVP in this lobby.
I also have a fun fact.
Oh.
Did you know that Beanie is actually the name of like the famous pop stars here in the Philippines?
Oh, like P-pop?
P-pop, yes.
Oh.
So,
okay. I'll drop
you
another
like
fun
pop?
fact.
You have another fun fact.
I have
Okay,
another
go
one.
ahead.
Beanie in Bahasa, which is Malaysia's local language, means wife. So when wife gets an MVP, the husband's happy.
Ooh, we are learning so much for today. See, this is what we bring. Not just the hype, not just the games, but also fun facts, So that's why we are your favorite casters, ladies and gents. But let's go back to the match leaderboard here. Again, NS Red Force with a total of 22 points. That is a lot. Sim9 coming in at second with 11, tied up with Point Donkey here. But everyone else, only a single-digit number. Team Secret, D plus Kia, and A1 Esports. All 3 teams did not get anything from this round. Perhaps we are seeing a slowdown, maybe, from D plus Kia, because again, they could probably chill. They could have all the Korean barbecue that they like while just like playing the game and just having fun, with the rest of the team here. And it will not have any dent onto their score here.
Hey, you know what? If you happen to be in Korea, maybe you might want to check out the closest Korean barbecue. Perhaps they are playing there while eating, right? It's like, we got too many points, we can just play, and if we get eliminated, we'll just eat, it's fine.
You know what? Let's check out D plus Kia here. 213! My goodness, and just check it out, Sir Cloud. 2 Korean teams from top 1 and 2. 5 ranks in total. That's a number that NS Red Force was able to climb up the board here. 2 chicken dinners and already 103. Tied up with 4th Tribes. Let's see if 4th Tribes can reclaim the 2nd spot here in the leaderboard.
Ooh, and on page number 2, okay, we have 4 teams here with a chicken dinner. But Sim9 with a decent round, 11 points collected, they move up to page 2, now at number 14. Trying to stay away from the drop, but now that means that someone else will go down for sure. I also got to give it to Void Donkey as well. They also collected 11 points, so now they're at number 10, 75 points, also pretty decent. But on the next page, looks like the ones that feel the drop. A1, unfortunately, early elimination to them, and now they're at number 19.
Yeah, they're already at number 19. And again, we would like to remind the teams that the top 18 will proceed to the grand finals. So, chop, ladies and gents. I mean, A1 currently down on number 19, but perhaps they can do something about this one and just go back to the drawing board and just do good, in the following matches that we still yet to have, for tonight. So that's it. Top number 1, top number 2 coming from Korea. What happened to you, Sir Cloud? Why are you?
Why am I so short? Oh, okay. I think you know, I gotta switch my cam. Yeah.
There you go. There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Okay.
There you go.
Sir Cloud
I'll
is
get it
fine.
right. I'll get it right. Yeah.
Sir Cloud is
Get it
fine.
right. I'm fine. Yeah.
But anyway, that is the current situation, ladies and gents. Top 1 and 2, D plus Kia and Nennis Red Force. 4 tribes have been kicked out, from the second spot in the overall leaderboard. So perhaps 4 tribes can do something about it as well. Maybe they could step it up a bit, turn up the aggression a notch there, and just make sure that they reclaim their second spot, or maybe take the top spot. We don't know. Maybe that's still a possibility. But again, more of the action, more of the spicy chicken dinners, more of the narrative and the stories the moment that we come back. So please don't go away and continue to share the live broadcast. We'll just have a short break.
Step into the ring. Step into the ring.
And we're back at the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 11. And it is still the Koreans winning it. Well, at least, and the other Korean that is, NS Red Force, currently at number 2. Will they continue on? We'll find out later on, ladies and gentlemen. So, I believe we need to do our prediction quickly this time.
Oh, yes. And I feel like D plus Kia is already slowing down. I mean, there's really no need for them to catch any more chickens. You know, they've already proven themselves, for the Ruthless Invitational Showdown. And yeah, I think this will give the chance for other teams to score a lot of points and even score the chicken dinner. I mean, like, NS Red Force is doing a great thing, right? Like, okay, it's not just D plus Kia. I mean, they're also making their presence felt, not just by getting the chicken dinners, but also like claiming the second spot. So it is going to be Group Green versus Group Yellow this time, and I am going for 4th rise.
Okay, 4th rise, okay. And I will be going for Alpha Gaming. Let's go. And
Okay,
Express, they scored the last chicken dinner. So they're feeling good. They're feeling good now. They're feeling good.
Oh, Vikings! Not bad, not bad. Perhaps 1T is not gonna let just him to be even pushed further down the ranks. I mean, Vikings after all managed to get as high as 2nd place, in the previous matches. So perhaps they could do something about it as well. I mean, they already got pushed down. So yeah, maybe they could do a major comeback, for the following matches. So far, it's 3-2-1. Okay, Alpha Gaming. Okay, I haven't seen what Alpha Gaming truly looks like, Circot. I mean, they haven't been in their original form just yet. I feel like they're still taking things easy, like maybe still trying out new rotations and perhaps a new tactics since, East recently joined the group. If I'm not mistaken, the only player that he hasn't played within Alpha Gaming would be Joel.
Oh yeah, because Joe was with IHC and East was everywhere else. So now they get to team up together. Although we haven't seen the best of Alpha Gaming, but it's an off-season tournament and they will be playing in the PMWC later on. This could be them just training, just trying out new stuff. So if any fan were to be like, you know what, maybe not so, don't worry. Wait for the PMWC. That will be the best measurement.
This is more of like the chill time for us. I mean, let the official tournaments do its job, like we ourselves get competitive, right? Because we want to show our support to our favorite teams and our favorite players. But when it comes to the Ruthless Invitational Showdown, this is a time for us to like enjoy the show and just like wait for any of the teams and wait for the other players to really come up and show us what kind of moves they have up in their sleeves here, what kind of maneuver, new rotations, new tactics, new strategies. So that's it. Let's just have fun because, well, again, this is a community tournament.
Oh yeah, a platform for them to train and for us to enjoy. And we're gonna enjoy the next round inside of Irango, people. Of course, there's gonna be a new set of teams in a reshuffled group. So anything can happen still. Keep your eyes peeled for potential early fights. And despite that, D Plus had an off round, they're still all over our stats.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, 46 points for Noble alone. It is going to be quite a challenge for any other individual players to even catch up with the numbers set out by Noble. But anyway, okay, let's see, because we are now dropping into E-Wrangle, and this is a fair flight path, I can say. I mean, they could go as far as the northern side, Stauber. They can go to Severny, they can go to Zarki. Some teams might even drop in the military base like Alpha Gaming. But so far, I believe it's going to be the same fight. D Savior will definitely head on over to Pachinki. So in the previous matches, it was like Kinotrope versus Thief Savior, but this time I think it's going to be different. I feel like GLU might be in the mood to drop in Pachinki, but if no team is going to challenge up Thief Savior for that spot, then Thief Savior can loot in peace.
Yeah, if it's not Kinotrope, it's no one else. And oh, wait a second. There's a chance for us to get our favorite island in the circle.
Oh man, the harder it is for the Team Sir Cloud, the more fun for us. But anyway, here comes A1 Esports. About to go up against Sem9. Pretty sure Yuhai knows that that Storm is just right here, inside the compound, with him. That Storm, though, on prone, would love to sneak an attack. If you have that element of surprise, then might as well use it.
Semna is sticking with the same lineup. Yohai knows that someone's there. Oh, very early pickup of the DBS. This is the perfect weapon for a 1v1. But he has to be conservative of his ammo. 14 in the chamber, 9 in the magazine. So he has to be very sure when he pulls that trigger. No other utility, so it's just going to be a mano-mano fight.
Yeah, but I believe that Storm has... Okay, so here comes the cavalry. I'm not sure where the rest of A1 Esports is, but good shot, though, coming from Death Storm. That was pretty accurate. I mean, that instantly took Yumiko down. But, you know, the fight is not over just yet. The moment that he jumped from the second floor down to the ground, Firen immediately opened fire and actually got the job done. And here comes the rest of A1, who's going to be winning the fight. Trial goes in for the massive spray, but completely missed his target. But for the second time around, was able to bag that point, and Yuhai did the same thing.
And they're not done yet because they have Tryout on the other side. But Tryout, he's healing up with bandages, I believe. Maybe no first aid. Okay, yeah, he's healing up with bandages. But Mampara will be picked up. Same goes for Yumiko, aka Mika. Tryout now, the final player of A1 that's in this building. The other player, Rowdy, is all the way up there. So they're going to focus on Tryout right now. He's still pretty low. The chase is happening, and it's going to be a straightforward knock by Farron.
Oh man, okay. Firen has been doing a lot, you know, for Sem9. You know, his name keeps popping up, you know, with the most number of elimination points and the one that does all the scouting and maybe going on for that angle. But just look at that. Yuhai's not giving up. I mean, he's chasing Rowdy. This is like just a Fast and the Furious scene, you know?
Yeah. Because Sem9 means family. None of them are bald, so I don't know who's the... What's his name again? Dorito? Dorito?
Toretto.
Toretto,
Dominic
yeah.
Toretto.
He's not a bag of chips, yeah.
But there you go, ladies and gents. Yuhai, again, did not let Rowdy go in this situation. I mean, Rowdy, it's a good thing that, you know, he does have this full-on health kit. Okay, but I think he's ready for a fight there. Okay, he opened fires, but it's a 2v1 situation, but he still manages to survive a bit. But Yumiko just made sure, okay, there's no coming back from that one. And in an instant, you know, A1 Esports, they got killed off, and the first team to actually be taken out from this round. I'm not exactly sure what is happening, but they did such a good thing during day number 1. And so far, you know, I'm still looking for that energy back to the playoffs.
Hey, but at least Semna is getting the energy. Early win, clean one. 4 eliminations collected without losing a single player. So they're feeling it right now. They struggled like in the first few days, but today they seem to be up on the game here for Sem9. Now it's a matter of scoring the chicken dinner. They came close twice. It's probably going to be a matter of time till they lock it in. On the elimination feed, we saw one of the players of Kinotrope down. Oh, but now they're going to seek revenge. Lapa will be the one that they will try to find and sniff out.
Yeah, that was finale. Oh man, Lapar, man, being aggressive. Did not even give the chance, you know, to for Kinotrope to pick up their teammate. So this is a 3v1. Maybe he could pull off a clutch as well, because I'm still waiting for the rest of RQ to come into this situation and actually help Lapar. But you know what Kinotrope says? You know what? It's too early for a fight. We're not going to engage. We're going to go and maybe face you guys at the latter stage of the game. So that's it. You know, they're not going to be taking the fight here.
I thought they might have at least just like try to push and take out La Paz, but okay, looks like they have other plans up their sleeves. So let's see if they'll work out for Kindertrope. For D Xavier coming out of Pachinki without any resistance. Now they see BTR. But you know what? Because this circle is still 50-50, so we can expect a lot of teams to line up at the riverside in case if it does go to the military base, they will have the quickest access there.
Yeah, that could be the case. Okay, let me open up my map feed over here just to check the team's position. Okay, Alpha Gaming, where are they exactly? Because they're down in the military base, close with Ennis Red Force, so perhaps a fight could break out. But you know what? I feel like the east side of the bridge is pretty clogged, and there are a lot of teams already trying to cross to the military base, so perhaps we will see a lot of fights actually happen in just the Wild Surf Cloud. I mean, BTR, D Savior, no doubt, I feel like they're gonna clash.
BTR and D Xavier clashing. Ooh, there will be the clash of titans. But Zul taken out. East fires back on the Kindertrope. Looks like Kindertrope's not having a good time. They only have 2 active players. Now we have them on screen. And Tamra is going to go to save his teammate Mark. But inside of mid to the base, APG. Ooh. Who is that one who landed that long range shot?
Yeah, that's the question. But ooh, Frankie manages to get a point. Same thing goes for Doc, Mark, and well, I think he was able to shut down 2 players from Kinotrope. We're looking at OZ San. He's the only member left, you know, for Japan's Kinotrope Gaming. Again, another unfortunate event for Kinotrope. Claw! We got Red Face over here, back on the screen. Unfortunately, he gets shut down by Team Secret. We got GK to thank for that.
Okay, circle time. This is going to be an important one. Oh! It pulls back up to the main peninsula.
What?
All those teams on the military base. They need to move.
What? That was some erratic behavior coming from the circle, but okay. That keeps the challenge up, of course, for all of the teams. And now, those teams that are down south will be forced to get back to the main peninsula. We got Ann! Alright, trying to defend himself with an SOFK. I think he was able to shut down Frankie with that trade-off. We got Trang back on the screen, also trying to get to point. But Ann, oh man, this guy is amazing with those shots. But you know what? GK says, yo, you should go back to the lobby.
Annie, are you okay? Clearly not that okay here in this round, but it's Team Secret winning the fight. Now BTR and D Xavier, the potential fight that you mentioned earlier on as they rotate into the inner side of the circle. Speaking about the circle, they're still like on the right side bridge. Look at the amount of teams there. RRQ, APG, NS Red Force, FaZe Clan. Oh man, it's gonna be a party.
Yeah, it's traffic, you know, and with that traffic, I feel like there will be a lot of bodies will be falling down to the ground in just a while. I mean, imagine that. We got FaZe, we got RQ, APG, we got NS Red Force as well, just headed towards the same direction. And now we got East over here trying to fire down RQ, just like we mentioned, because they're all so close together. And I guess it's the same situation over to the West Bridge, because the Arena, GLU, for Thrives, they're all in the same spot.
Oh man, that means we can expect a lot of more fights here as these teams start to make them move. And Talon takes one of the best spots in this circle, which is the high ground of Pachinki. That's a very good spot to sniff out the other rotating teams around them. Now, whether they can stay here or not, we don't know, but they are around the area. As for Alpha Gaming, now it's going to be the man and his Red Force.
Okay, here we go. Jarl with an S12K. E's coming into play as well. We got Beanie with an S12K as well. It's all shotgun, so everyone's really gunning for that CQC. RQ, Lapar down on the ground. Oh man, that's a hit and run situation. Again, another road rage situation. TZ, of course, goes in for that spray, but we got Rifus dancing it up. Beanie goes down hard, courtesy of Jarl, and now TZ goes in for the charge. Unfortunately, did not even make it close. Nongshim Red Force down to their last player, but I feel like there's still a big chance for them to win this fight. But then again, Alpha Gaming's also kind of recuperating in this situation, and XZY is so far away from the rest of the team.
Oh, the blue is putting pressure onto them. And right now, APG, they still need to figure out how to get into the circle, as the circle will shift to the main peninsula for sure. The left bridge, Fourth Rise is waiting on the other side, and I'm looking at the left bridge. Kinnertrope Ozi-san is passing by. Fourth Rise might stop him, but we'll check on the right bridge right now. RRQ, one player down.
And it was Fourth Rise that actually took that last player from Keynote Trope, which brings us down to 13 remaining. And we are just at stage 3 with 30 seconds on the clock before we move on to the next stage. Canary, I feel like he's gonna leave. Okay, no, never mind. I thought I was gonna use him for bait.
Oh, okay. But looks like FaZe Clan, they decided to like, you know what? Let's wait on the other side, perhaps. They are not really like, okay, let's get out. Let's get in the zone. But no, okay, they choose to stop around here just to loot. If any other team were to pass by, then they would still be around. I wonder if anyone else is still in main to the base.
Yeah, XZY and his Red Force. Oh man, okay. RQ just got eliminated with only 1 point in the bag here. 12 teams remaining. And yeah, XZY, I feel like it's because of the fact that, you know, he doesn't have a team with him already. So he's really being careful at this point. Yeah, I think that's what he needs to focus on, the longevity. But anyway, Noki, as well as Fourth Rise here, they are surrounded by Sem9, E-Arena, D-Savior, and even Alpha Gaming that actually came from the military base. But I feel like the first team that they're going to have an engagement with would be D-Savior.
Oh. And D-Savior is here in front of Falak. Falak's hiding himself. And Paragen's way on the other side, so they will not meet head on. Let's check out what's happening here with E-Arena. So they have a bit of a split here. Oh, but Fourth Rise is going to pull the trigger against APG. But here comes BTR as well against Talon. And Curin, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, truly aggressive at this point. East, oh man, it's so amazing how he was able to not get hit by that spray from Fourth Rise. 2 points in the bag, and now Fourth T is a complete squad here for this round, which is amazing. We got East backed up in a corner there, and T24 is will be throwing a nade here just to flush him out, but East already have his HP here. I don't know what's gonna happen because I'm still waiting for the rest of APG to come to his rescue, but I think it's going to take a while, and Fourth Rise definitely will be capitalizing on this situation. But from behind, Fourth Rise got shut down.
From on top of that bridge, Refuse, what a sneaky location. And now they might need to lift the bridge as the circle will move towards the ground. Oh, all the way up north. This bridge needs to be vacated by APG and Fourth Rise.
All right, here we go. Everyone is, of course, just like really looking for that opportunity, that right opening knock. FaZe Clan, 5 elimination points in their pocket, seem to be doing great. Okay, so far so good. The best part is they still have a chance to be a complete squad, which is always an advantage. And then it's Red Force, again, we talked about them. It was only XZY that was left to deal with all of the battles here, and now he got eliminated, which brings NS Red Force back to the lobby. 10 teams remaining. For stage 4 here, we can see DX4 doing a little spray up against Fourth Rise. Falak keeps on dodging, of course, in this situation. Still alive and kicking. E-Arena holding on to a compound here, but D-Savior's also looking to snatch that compound. But I think, you know, the thing that's stopping them at the moment is because of the fact that Fourth Rise and Sem9 is headed towards the direction of D-Savior and E-Arena. So there's a need for them to deal with business first with Sem9.
But there's a need for T24 to deal with APG first. Now they have him on target. T24 with the molly to buy him a little bit more time while he heals up. APG, okay, they're cooking up the name. And they land on T24, and they will! It's a direct hit by Refuse. T24 down, and East will claim the point.
Wow, that was amazing. Beautifully done, I can say. Alpha Gaming remains to be on the top of their game. Although Joel is already out, this three players, Rifus, East, Dog, is doing an amazing thing. Just really keeping Alpha Gaming intact here. There's no top. I don't see him playing at all. Fourth Thrives already suffered 2 casualties here, so it's Falak and Noki. But then again, this is a dynamic duo, for Fourth Thrives. And let's check it if they can actually pull up a chicken dinner for this round.
That's Spear here with Spray. While Xavier makes their rotation away. 2504 got Mormon. Okay, I believe that was why they rotated into the circle. They got a play off E Arena. Mormon down and Joker needs to save him. But they are in the compound, so they should be able to recover quickly. Yep, Mormon is back up and E Arena, 4 players intact. While Xavier, they will take the high ground above E Arena.
They couldn't focus on E Arena. And E Arena definitely is holding to a prime location here. But, okay, Killfeed is lighting up. Falak, confirmation coming through, is already out of the game. Sem9 is taking care of business between D-Savior and Fourth Thrive. So they're managing 2 teams. And Sem9 seems to be doing great. D-Savior is just really applying pressure onto the side of Sem9. But Sem9 still keeps on giving good counters here. Wunty just did a massive spray, but did not hit his target just yet.
Sem9, how are they going to climb up to this high ground here with D-Savior blocking them? And half of Sem9 don't have the circle, so pressure is on Sem9 right now. They have to leave that warehouse. They're creating the smoke bridge. That's going to be their only chance. If they choose to rotate away, they could be out in the open and it will be easy for D-Savior to shoot them down. So they have to force their way through against D-Savior now as they try to bait out all the utilities of D-Savior. Here comes Farajin, opening up and knocking on you high.
Farajin on point with the spray here. 2 points in the bag for D-Savior. We can see that one of them is clicking up an 8 here. Getting ready to throw up against 2 players of Sem9. Did he hit him? Okay, maybe a little bit of damage, but Farajin needs to back away for now because he's very low in HP here. Oh, and he took another shot and that puts him down. And we have Firen, of course, that did the job there. Now, 3 players still active onto the side of D-Savior. Pretty much the same thing with Sem9. We got Mamba. Pick up a nade for himself. Levi's goes for the massive spray and takes Firen down.
From the side, DX4 knocked down by Mika. Beautiful counter. Now it's going to be Levi's. Here trying to clean things up against Sem9. At the same time, he's pressured by his teammates bleeding out. Levi's 50% of health now. He'll go in for the revive while 2504 makes a showing to save DX4.
GLU still outside of the zone. Probably going for the late gameplay here. Let's see what's going to happen for Team Secret because they are trying to put down East. Zeros, however, took a shot coming from FaZe Clan, so this is actually a 3-way battle. Levi's also trying to join into the mixer, but unfortunately Sem9 already got eliminated because GLU took the final shot there. Vikings also got eliminated with only 2 points in their pockets, which brings us down to 7 teams remaining for Stage 5. And again, we're back onto Team Secret, and they're trying to spot down players from GLU. Is it going to be quite a challenge for GLU to step into the circle? That would be, of course, a question.
I guess it depends on how distracted the other teams are as well. Just like Xavier now, okay, they have to crash into... Okay, they don't need to crash in. They still have options. The Arena, they still have the circle so they can chill. For GLU, welcome to the circle. At least they're in, but Xavier, they choose to take this fight. Here we go. They're the ones that need to win it against E Arena right now. Now that they have committed Momo on the ground, Farajin got him, but Farajin is not done yet. He will be knocked down by Turning King. The rest of D-Savior will need to follow up right now.
The Arena doing a great job defending this compound up against D-Savior. We got Mormon, though, down on the ground. Here comes the jump shot, and a very effective one coming from DX4. 456 already on his way to counter-attack and save his teammate. DX4 trying to heal himself up, preparing for a battle up against 456. Let's see if he can be accurate with that nade shot. Oh, man. I think that was it. Yeah, 4 elimination points, though, for the side of D-Savior before they exited the game, which brings us down to just 16 remaining. We got Doc facing the players of GLU this time, right behind this tank.
And it's only Doc and East now, the remaining 2 players of Alpha Gaming surrounded by GLU. And here comes... Passing by Doc, Okay, still letting him go. But that's information gathered. They know exactly where he is right now. But the nade sent across by Noel. Why the long nade there? And he will get knocked!
Oh man, Doc. And it's such a bad spot, you know. I don't think East will be able to pick him up in this situation. But the circle already shifted once again, and it looks like Bigatron will now have a chance to gatekeep APG as well as Team Secret here and even GLU. But you know what? E-Arena stays within that compound. They still have some sort of protection over here down south, so I think they're going to be safe. Not unless there's a team that will decide that, hey, you know what? We should take over that compound.
Oh, here comes the music. If a team were to push to take over the compound, I don't know because there's still too many teams around and they could be third party. So I guess they're gonna let that compound go for now, unless the next circle really favors that compound and it has to be a really hard shift. But there's a big chance that the circle will move into the open area. But before that, these teams on the outside, including GLU, will need to come in and they will need to face off against BTR.
Okay, so it's a great opportunity for Bigatron, of course, to assume points, but we're talking about two teams here. I do wonder if they will be effective in defending that spot and then just really preventing teams to actually get inside the zone from that vantage point, because they don't have that much firepower, so that could be the challenge. But then again, GLU is not moving at all, although the Blue Ripper is already underway as well to take them. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a little difficult considering the fact that Tourniquet is also scouting the area here, checking and gauging if GLU can actually survive this one. But this is now a great trade-off. Since we're already at stage 6, this is crunch time for everyone.
Absolutely right. This could be the final few moments here. With E-Arena currently dominating 5 elimination points in hand. Our Team Secret is not in the circle yet. They need to force their way through. Okay, they found a haystack here. So Frankie is going to make a quick stop and he's in the circle. His teammate can follow in.
Man, okay, I thought it was just gonna stay on prone. Don't exactly why he stood up. But Team Secret right now, Frankie getting bombarded as well as the Xbox here of GLU. Man, confirmation coming through is already out of the game as well. Down goes Stickley. And the rest of GLU squad already out of the game, which brings us down to our top 3 teams here for this match. FaZe, E-Arena, and BTR. But in terms of numbers, I think BTR really does have the least chance of getting the chicken dinner here. But then again, FaZe Clan could battle it out first with E-Arena and potentially lose some members. I can say the same thing for E-Arena. Maybe that would be the chance, you know, that could pave the way for BTR to score the chicken as well. But in the meantime, let's see how this is gonna go down.
Yeah, that really depends on who gets favored by the next stage of the circle. We still have stage 7 coming up soon in about 5 more seconds. Very likely that E-Arena will need to leave this compound, but they're prepared for it. They already sent out players onto the inner side of the circle. The circle still favors BTR, but not really FaZe Clan. Maybe half of them, but the other two, they'll need to move. And E-Arena has them in sight.
So far, nobody wants to do a hard push just yet. Understandably so, because E-Arena now left their sanctuary. There's no compound to, of course, protect them from any bullets headed towards their direction. But FaZe Clan also taking their sweet time. It's a 2-2 split, as you can see from E-Arena. It's to 456 and Tourniquet. They're together. While Joker is just monitoring the situation over to the north side to check what FaZe Clan is going to do at this moment. But so far, BTR remains to be quiet. They're not joining in the engagement. But yeah, I think they're already going to let FaZe Clan go head-to-head with E-Arena first before they join the game.
Stay quiet unless the snake could land. But FaZe Clan on the other side, spraying down, and E-Arena, they failed to get the players of BTR. So BTR right now is still okay, while FaZe Clan, whatever opportunity they can get against FaZe Clan, they will take it, and they got Red Bull. Red Bull eliminated. Now FaZe Clan, 3 players left.
Okay, here we go. 456, popping up some smokes here. Turney K is, of course, getting information as well, checking to see like where the enemies will be coming from, where to point his gun. Alpha or ZA Phobia together with Kent, again, they're still not, engaging. But perhaps we can see a different thing since E Arena knows exactly where they are now. And they're pointing their guns at each other. We're just waiting to see again up until the circle shrinks. But in the meantime, we're just looking at the situation. All the three teams here just having a trade off. And one of them goes down from FaZe.
Ooh, okay. Can he be recovered? He's a little too far, so very unlikely that will happen. As Moment goes up, the finish of 779, 771. And they are now on a rampage here. We have 10 elimination points. Still with the full squad, they have the best chance right now of scoring the chicken dinner.
Yeah, the rhythm, for the side of FaZe Clan pretty much already have it down. 10 points in the bag. But it's just Dewey right now playing for FaZe. Don't exactly know what happened because they did have the numbers a while ago, but we did say that if they're going to be challenging up the boys of the arena, potentially they could lose some members, and that's exactly what happened. Well, Canary's still on the ground here. Dewey will absolutely do his best to save the team and, of course, win this clash. Dewey on prone, good clean up a nade here. He knows exactly where to throw it. He knows where Joker is. We're just waiting for him to actually let go of that nade. Will he be accurate? No, sir. He did not even hit the target.
Right now, BTR is hoping that Dewey to be eliminated because they don't have the circle and they will be forced to show up. So it's between FaZe Clan and BTR now who can get the higher placement. But we can't deny the fact that E Arena has the best chance of scoring this chicken dinner. 57% based on our stats as compared to BTR 25%, FaZe Clan 11%. And BTR, time for them to step out. Now they don't have the comfort of the zone.
Well, okay, here we go. Obviously, number advantage goes to E Arena. They're going for the zone control. One of the players from BTR already knocked down on the ground, so that diminishes their, of course, chance to get that chicken dinner. Here comes Moreman with the attack, just doing a massive spray here. He saw Dewey dropped on the floor. Dewey pretty low in HP right now, but still manages to survive. Amazing.
One last hit. Managed to survive. And because of him, he survived just enough time to at least be at second place because BTR got eliminated before him. And E Arena, nothing will stop them towards the end to lock in their chicken dinner.
Ooh, maybe another chicken dinner and we can unlock 3 of the players here because I can only see one with a thumbs down. Okay, it's not just the thumbs down. I think it's finger gun.
Pointing, yeah. Finger gun, but the other way around. Yeah. You don't always get to see that. Yeah, just trying out a new pose.
It's such a gangster pose,
Oh. How does a gangster sound like again?
Huh?
Can you make a gangster impersonation?
Gangster impersonation. Like how?
A gangster impression.
Gangster impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, what up, dog?
That's the most gangster you can get out of Red Queen people.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing that I can say. I'm not even gangster in real life, so yeah, I'm a softie. But anyway, again, congratulations, of course, to E Arena for scoring a chicken dinner here. 456 30K Joker, and of course Moreman. Joker here is just really having the best time since he's the only member that has a picture here, so we got a face to the name. Hopefully, again, we can see E Arena dominate still. Perhaps this is the first time that they scored chicken dinner. I'm trying to remember if they scored a chicken dinner during day number 1. I don't think so. I think this is their first chicken dinner of the playoffs.
Yeah, I believe so as well. I believe so because they were struggling for many days at pace 3. So it took them a while to finally score the chicken dinner. The champions of PMSL Southeast Asia finally scoring it. And with a full score time of 26 minutes and 26 seconds. That's a nice number. But other than that, FaZe Clan at number 2, Team Secret number 3, and Alpha Gaming number 4. And despite BTR, they finished at number 3 in this game. But they might not have picked up enough elimination points to be as part of the teams to watch.
Do you remember the first time that we casted a tournament and E Arena was playing? And do you remember everyone was just like their IGNs, their names are all numbers, and then suddenly, I'm looking at E Arena and now they're the champions of PMSL, PMCL, PMSL, yeah, Southeast Asia, right?
Yeah.
They're already the champions. So like, when they made their debut in one of the tournaments that we casted, I guess this is from Ruthless as well. It's just so amazing to see them really dominate that fast.
Yeah, I know, right? I remember they were like, well, now we still have 4, 5, 6, and then there's like 1, 2, 3, and then there's like, I
We
don't
don't even know who they
7, 8,
were.
9. Yeah, we don't know till now who's who, but we do know our MVP this round comes from FaZe Clan, the man himself, who's able to be the MVP in 2 different regions, Red Bull.
Oh, man, Red Bull. He does have all the energy, perhaps. That's why he called himself Red Bull. Or perhaps, if you mess with the bull, you get the horns kind of thing. 6 elimination points, 968 damage output. This guy is the MVP for this round.
And you mess with the bull, you get wings. 'Cause you
What?
He is Red Bull. And beside him, of course, 3 players from E Arena. Wow. Okay, Tony K, 4, 5, 6, whoever he is, and a Joker up here. So the only one that's not up here is NC2, but that's okay. Still, you have 3 representatives. And Red Bull is ahead of each individual player of E Arena.
And you know what, Sir Cloud? Even if Tony K is not playing today, it's okay because we got Tony K.
Yeah, there's this one interview I remember, and he was asked like, is your name inspired by Tony K? And he admitted yes, because he says Tony K is his idol.
Oh, there you go, ladies and gents.
And that's like the arc of like, you improve yourself. Okay, I forgot what was the exact line, but it was something along the lines of like, you improve yourself to be as good that your idols become your rivals.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, I mean that's really the thing, right? I mean, you get inspired, you train as hard as you could to make sure that you become great at your chosen field, and it's such a great thing that Tony K admittedly, like, okay, did they ask, is Tony K your idol? Was your name inspired by Tony K? And he immediately said yes, yeah. And it's such a great thing, to say that I'm inspired by this player and I wanted to be him, in the next years to come. And they actually did it. I mean, E Arena, the top team for the PMSLC.
Yeah, imagine that you became the champion after your idol. Yeah, because Vampire, they won end of last year, and then it's theirs. So, you know what? They're now equal, but they have to win the PMWC to equal up their idols, or his idol at least. Okay, and the overalls right now, let's check out some of the movements here. 4 Thrice reclaim their 2nd place spot, are pushing Endless Rip Force down. And the other big movers here, FaZe Clan with a good round. We welcome them to page 1, number 7 now.
And also GLU already on first page here, moving up 2 ranks. We got FaZe moving up 4 here. Alpha 7, okay, they moved down a couple of ranks, although they already have 2 chicken dinners under their name with 89 points in total. And again, Yangon Galacticos, I think it was a little... did they play for this round? I'm checking. Did they play? Yeah, I think they played. But I think for this round, they were kind of a bit low in energy.
Maybe because they're confident that they can make a good round after this, because we're going to switch up the map after this, and also we're going to re-rotate the groups. But what is going to be more interesting is that now who is at the outside of the top 18. On page 2, all these teams are still alright, including E Arena. They were at page 3 before this, but because the points are close, thanks to D plus Kia, one good round immediately shoots them up to page 2.
Yeah, And again, still we are still at that stage where in it's a make or break, for most of the teams here. And it's a great thing that a lot of teams really making sure that they secure a slot in the grand finals. But as for BTR, Kinotrope, and Claw, I would love to see a resurgence happen. It wouldn't be the same, right? If BTR will not be able to play in the grand finals, I feel like the fans are really gonna get sad about it. So perhaps we can maybe knock on BTR's door, like, hey guys, it's time to kind of take it take it up a notch a bit, the aggression and everything, and just go for that chicken dinner. But anyway, we will find out if BTR will be able to score a chicken the moment that we come back. So don't go away, ladies and gents. We're just going to take a short break.
Step into the ring. Let's go. Step into
Day number 4 of the playoffs. Welcome back to the Ruthless Invitational Showdown. Again, my name is Fred Pinandy together with Sir Cloud, and we're excited to see who will claim that 4th chicken dinner. Although, I kind of miss D plus Kia. Like, they're slowing down, and I feel like teams are just still chill. Like, I'm not seeing the action, same as like the level that we saw yesterday.
You know, it's it's almost like this, right? Like if they're around, then you don't appreciate them, but when they're gone, you'll be like, oh, I miss them. You know, that's that sort of feeling. Yeah, me too. Like, come on. They did put on a very good show. I mean, in terms of skill, gunplay and all that. So yeah, I wouldn't mind D plus Kia to come back. They are playing this round though.
Yeah. I'm already thinking like which team am I gonna pick next. You know, I feel like I'm gonna go with Alter Ego Eris this time.
Oh. Okay.
Alter Ego Eris, locking down. Alter Ego Eris. Hey.
I wanna eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Expert's prediction. Why don't you go first?
Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I can feel the crispiness in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm doing ASMR while you pick
Okay.
your team.
Oh, I can feel the crispiness. Oh, what do you call that again?
Lumpia. So basically, it's
Lumpia.
just like a spring roll in your country. So it's pork. It has carrots and vegetables.
Okay, and our experts went for Alpha 7 again. Okay, I was actually thinking between Alpha 7 and 4 Thrives. Since they picked Alpha 7, I'll go with 4 Thrives. Let's go.
Let's go. I mean, I want to see Rosemary. You know, it's been a while since he really did something extraordinary in a game. I mean, it's not the Rosemary that we know. And this guy, even if it's all alone, you know, he could probably take down a team. I mean, I don't even question that. I don't even doubt that could happen. I mean, it's Rosemary that we're talking about.
Yeah, the Rose Carry, the Goat Mary, and recently he was crowned FMVP of the PMSL Southeast Asia as well.
Wow.
And he will be heading to PMWC, so we'll get to see more of the Goat Mary himself playing at the international stage. But of course, before that, he has to put in a good show here, especially as a fan service. So come on, Goat Mary, let's go.
And you know what? For us casters, we're just gonna chill, sit back and relax, have some food, and wait for your teams, for your favorite teams to actually step it up. You know, we want some action. We missed the action. Please give us the action. And now we're dropping into match number 22 over here. For today, it's match number 4. Again, we're already halfway through. After this, we're down to our last 2 games. So, let's check it out.
And you're asking for action. Surely you will get it here inside of Miramar. And this is a very nice and kind flight path cut in the middle for all these teams to land at their regular drop spot. But again, because it's a switch of a group today, so teams probably don't know where is safe, where is not, and that's where we will potentially see an early clash. Keeping an eye on some of the hotspots, Chumacera, Picado, those are the regular hotspots, maybe sometimes San Martin too, but looking up north, we might not see a clash.
Absolutely right, Sir Cloud. Let's see. Okay, so RQ obviously already down on the ground here. They're close with Horror Esports and perhaps maybe even Alpha 7. But then again, you know, I feel like RQ just really went for that vehicle gameplay first. And as for Horror Esports, yeah, basically the same thing. But I feel like Alpha 7 is headed towards El Pozo. Voindunky, okay. Judging by the situation, okay, I don't think any team would be challenging them up just yet. But it's a good thing though, because the initial circle is just yeah, almost down in the center. But as for the other teams, pretty close to one another, it looks like Arena. Oh, this is a knife battle.
Okay. These area, they got weapons first. They ain't not gonna play with knives. Mama said, don't play with knives. Play with guns.
Oh man, you gotta use everything to make sure that the point goes to your team. Unfortunately, though, for NC2 did not have anything but whoa! What a shot! I mean, what a dodge coming from 2504.
And because of that, the counter happened. Ooh, okay. That kind of give me the chills. Pretty high up. Now Tony K is alone, goes up to the next floor, tries to fire back, but Levi's will not miss his shot as the team that just scored the chicken dinner before this became the first team to be eliminated.
Oh man, okay. After that massive performance and the moment that they dropped in Miramar, they got eliminated right off the bat. And Kino Trope, oh, they must be, of course, gunning for that retaliation. And was able to shut down a player, okay, 1 point in the bag, while D Savior is actually flexing their 4 points. Unfortunately, in the process, they also lost Levi's. But then again, we're talking about D Savior. Perhaps we can see them also step up their gameplay for today. And yeah, let's see how they're going to be doing an effective counter up against Kino Trope.
You know what? We're actually playing with 15 teams. Who is the one missing? D plus K is here for Thrice. Yangon Galacticos is not playing. Yeah, YG is not in this round.
Yeah, why? Why not?
Oh man. Oh well.
Okay. Well. Okay, let's get back to the action over here. Kino Trope. Okay. It seems to me like only Finale is doing all the pillaging here, while the others are already driving, perhaps not to go away or leave their teammate, but perhaps just to go to another location and get everything that they need first before they engage. But as for GOU, okay, so they are also looting. Everyone's busy with, of course, filling up their backpacks first. Maybe, other teams are going for the rotation. But yeah, we are not hearing any gunshots just yet. So teams obviously just taking their sweet time here. And as for D plus Kia, again, there's really no pressure at all to even show up for today's set of matches. I mean, this is just like for formality. Okay, we are here, we're playing, we're just moving around the maps here. But in terms of like aggression, I think it's totally off at this point. For Thrives, however, I feel like, okay, might be impossible to maybe outgun and maybe take out D plus Kia from the top spot. But for Thrives definitely will be gunning for that. Now they've already reclaimed the second place. What we're looking for coming from Four Thrives would be consistency.
You know what? What if D plus K like totally sits out of today and the next 2 days? And then Four Thrives have an explosive performance. Mathematically, that's still possible though for them to catch D plus K.
Yeah. I mean, like, if they do what D plus Kia did over the past 3 days, no doubt. No doubt. Or like maybe if they score a lot of chicken dinners, is like do a winning streak, or like maybe just go for the high elimination count. I feel like there's no doubt, like Four Thrives can definitely maybe dethrone D plus Kia. After all, I mean, this guy was able to secure a slot in the EWC without any sponsors, without any coach. So I mean, like, when it comes to Falak and the rest of the boys here, delivering a chicken dinner is an easy feat.
Yeah, they can deliver it on feet as well. No problem. That's how easy it will be for them. So that will be an interesting story, though, if they can somehow overtake D plus K, while D plus K is having an off game. Just like the story of the hare and the turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know some in some countries they call it rabbit and the turtle. Yeah. So sometimes I don't know which is which, but you know which story it is. It's like, okay, you chill, you thought that, I'll be under the tree, I'll be being chilling, and then all of a sudden you get caught.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. That's why you don't just I feel like you don't just underestimate your opponent just because you're not making or like you're not feeling their presence or like maybe you think that you are better compared to their team. I mean that's one of the things like the factors or like the lessons that you can learn from that story between like the tortoise and the rabbit. Like even though everyone is expecting the rabbit to win the race, but then the resilience coming from the tortoise or like the patience the tortoise actually won the race. So perhaps we can apply that same, I guess, value or like concept to the teams here. Like even if you are like you started like at the bottom of the page here, like at the bottom of the leaderboard, there is no doubt that you can still catch up with like the other teams that are already part of the first and the second page.
Yeah. So that is a what do you call it? A nursery story? Is it? Okay, a children's story that everyone can learn from. But Alpha Gaming, hopefully they can learn from this with the fact that one player is knocked. Okay, Rafus, jump shot onto him, gets knocked down by Axel with a DBS, immediately taken up back to the lobby. Yet a player of APG that's down on the ground is East, and Axel is not going to make it easy for Doc to save it.
Of course, they already have this chance to wipe out the entirety of Alpha Gaming, and Joker, of course, is eager to prove that it can happen. Talon Esports right now getting that advantage up against APG, but Doc, are you gonna let this slip from your hands? He threw a nade, was able to give some pain to Yoru, but Yoru was able to, of course, still dodge. Joel now coming into play as well, cooking up a nade. East crawling desperately back to the rest of the team here. They could still potentially pick up their teammate, but of course, they need teamwork to happen just to go up against Talon. Now, Doc threw in a Molly. Now is going for the charger with a DBS, but Talon seems to be like really dancing it off. No hard push just yet, but the team's going to be winning the fight.
Because teamwork makes the dream work, as Joel will need to make it work against Talon. Doc, on the other side, okay. Just checking his corner. Where is the other Talon player while they manage Yoru? So one of them is just right below. Okay, now Yoru shows himself on Doc, and Doc takes a lot of damage. Doc will be knocked down by Yoru with Ass of K. Now it's Joel versus Talon.
There we go. Shields. I think this is the first time that I read or encountered this thing. Anyway, okay, APG already out of the game here. They followed the arena back to the lobby. Vampire Esports, man, that was such a great shot coming from Carrillo, but did not, of course, actually went well with the other side. And now one of them is driven up down on the ground. Squash giving a massive spray up against Miola, but considering the distance, I think it's too far away to even shut him down at this point.
And they have to make it quick. Especially Mela needs to follow up quickly against Squash Boo before he picks up his other teammate. And Torres, unfortunately, is down and will be finished off by Squash Boo. But Mela is playing the safe approach. Considering that he's the final player of Vampire Esports. Okay, he's going in right now. But Mafioso is back up. Now it's 1v2.
Okay, Miola definitely would want to avenge his fallen comrades. Okay, that was close enough. Miola holding onto a DBS here. Definitely a dance-off will happen between Alpha 7, of course, the last one surviving member of Miola. But you know what? Squash Boost says no.
He was squashed, Mela. And there goes Vampire Esports. Alpha 7, they will retain all four of their players. If you gotta think about it, they never lost a single player against Vampire.
Oh yeah, did not. And that is, of course, a clean execution, I can say. Now, Fourth Tribe is back on a four-man squad here. Falak is looking for something to shoot, but I don't think a team is close to them just yet. As for D plus Kia, okay, a slowdown is definitely happening for this team. Again, they're not so eager to really go for the massive elimination points, at least for this day. Just because of the huge gap that they actually did, for the past 3 days here, I think they deserve a rest. and now they're just playing for fun, probably. Or maybe even talking about, okay, like the possible rotations that they can still do, as a team. But as for the other teams, right here trying to make their way inside the zone, that will be GLU, D Savior, and Talon Esports. D plus Kia, I think the first one to step inside over to the south side, so perhaps they could do a gatekeeping as well.
Pause. Oops. Just a second. Guess who showed up? It's D plus Care again, and Fabian gets that one. Long range. Oh, was it raised at the land of the final blow? I think that point was stolen away. Yeah, Fabian didn't score it. And here's Point Donkey appearing. Noble goes down.
Oh my goodness. D plus Kia getting shut down. Coming off the kill feed though, it's got Core also taking in some shots. Zeta trying to find an angle here. We got Noble down on the ground. Oh no, the overall MVP still down on the ground. Chips is getting roasted alive. Noble, confirmation coming through, already out of the game, and that is it. D plus Kia out for this match. We are just at stage 3 here, 11 teams remaining. Razak also out of the door. Got Core still bleeding out there in the open. Not sure if he can still get picked up. Yes, he got picked up by Potato. And now Voin Donkey back on 3.
And Voin Donkey eliminates D plus Care. I guess that's quite clear to us that they are having Korean barbecue while playing the game, It's like, normally they wouldn't lose this kind of fight, but okay. But nevertheless, it's not that big of an impact for D plus Care. They're still nice and chill up there.
Okay, here we go. Gen Foz is being quiet. He knows where Mark is. I'm not even sure if Kino Trope knows that Gen Foz is just right there. Okay, Gen Foz already made a move. He was able to give damage. Mark was able to survive. He was able to dodge just in the nick of time. And now Kino Trope is definitely aware RQ is within proximity. Tamra looking out through the window, trying to check if there are more players from RQ that will head towards this specific spot.
Mark Ruffalo. We need him to turn into the Hawk now. Face off against RRQ. Kinetro is playing it passively. I guess they will just chill. But for No Fear, he can't chill now. Mafioso just waiting, scoping down the window in case anyone comes and save No Fear. Will the other players of Horror Esports make their move? Okay. One is on the way.
Yeah, they will not leave No Fear. No comrade is going to be left behind. Yeah, that's pretty sure. For Horror Esports. Okay, kill feed. Okay, one player is knocked down on the ground. I believe that was from D Savior, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even Alter Ego. Yeah, I think that was from D Savior. Okay, because they're up against 4 Thrives at the moment, right at the south part of the zone here. Okay, so whoever wins the fight gets to step into the zone, and we'll have to do PLE probably. But here it comes now. Again, another spray from 4 Thrives. T2 for cooking up a nade here. We cannot really say who'll be winning the fight, but then again, it's a 2-2 split, for 4 Thrives, and they definitely go in for a pinch.
High ground, and he sees 2504 taking him down. Okay, that's one out. Are the remaining players of DC? Okay, that's 4 just right below Palak. He's within the smoke. Palak random spray, not able to hit a shot yet. Okay, comes down out of desperation, and he's able to hit the shot finally in the face of 4. It's the man himself, Palak, dominating 3 eliminations.
Now that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm talking about. 4 Thrives giving us the action that we need, that we crave from Ruthless Invitational Showdown. And now 4 Thrives manages to bag how many points? Okay, I'm looking at it. 3 points in total, okay, which is definitely good. Amazing. Boom Esports. We got Octa getting some damage from RQ, but then again, they do have this compound to themselves, and I think they're the ones really applying that pressure, just making it hard for Boom Esports to step into the zone here. I mean, Lapar does have a great vantage point here. He can definitely see Pondbit the moment that he picks his head. So, yeah, it's all up to Lapar and how fast he is when it comes to the trigger.
Yeah, and at the same time, you can't wait for Boom because they are the ones on the outer side, so they need to find an advantage against Boom. They spot out a player, Young Also scouting for their next movement into the next piece of the circle. Prepare for it. Sprayed by Lapa, not able to hit the mark. But Bombit knocked down by a mini 14 by Sleepy. Sleepy was secured this elimination point before it's stolen away by anyone else. But there's a chance that Bombit might be saved. It depends on how Yummy can reach it.
RQ popping up the smoke here. He would want to, of course, block Alter Ego Era's vision. Okay, but he is still getting tagged though. He's still getting some damage because Rosemary as well as Alva is not letting go of RQ here, making it rain bullets. I'm waiting for RQ to actually respond, but Rosemary already on the move once again. Boom! Honbit got tagged by the Blue Reaper here, and Fourth Thrives Esports was able to take down Revo. So yeah, this is now a chaotic spot for Alpha.
Oh, and here comes the tap to the left side. We shift forward now to Talon on the south side of the circle. Hike up to the high ground, and in front of them is going to be Fourth Thrives. Okay, Yoru can pull the trigger, and he will. I'm not able to land that shot yet. From the other side, Falak is in trouble, but they fire back. Oh, Falak goes down to shield whoever he is. He must be an agent.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I mean, Noki definitely saved Falak from that situation. I mean, the moment that Shields actually took down Falak, Noki had his back. And we got, again, RQ players getting tagged. Talon Esports picking up Shield at the moment. Yoru coming for backup. While, you know, the rest of Four Thrives, they're just really holding on to their position because, I mean, what can they do? I mean, they're at the foot of this mountain over here, so they cannot really see how they can put down Talon Esports. But then again, here comes the attack now. They're getting closer and closer. Axel cooking up a nade here. Could potentially shut down T2 for a no key.
Oh, Axel needs to land this flank against Fourth Thrives, but don't have a good view. In fact, they got fired back by, not sure whether it's Fourth Thrives or someone else. It could be another team. Yeah, it could be another team across. About the northern side, Boom Esports, now they are in trouble. Mastery down on the ground. Yummy is the only active player left for Boom Esports. Hora Esports just right beside them. But Sky gotta be extra careful. Oh, he's very low on health now. Needs a bit of cover by Jiggle.
Okay, we go. Horror Esports still doing great, although we can see that Jiggle's been taking some hits, you know, from the teams probably surrounding them. Don't have my map feed. Okay, but Sleepy right now is just looking at Alpha 7's direction. He probably spotted him out. Okay, Sleepy's been getting some damage as well, but he knows exactly where to point his Mini 14.
And still, RRQ Genforce in front of Sky, and Sky with a nade onto him. Right on top of Genforce. Immediate follow-up by Sky to finish him off, and he will claim that point. At the same time, Alpha 7, they're dominating elsewhere with 5 eliminations, while Hora Esports, they're still waiting for Yummy to show up before moving in the circle.
Okay, here we go. Yummy already running out of space here. Sky needs to be careful because he's also getting some damage. Okay, that's coming from Alpha 7. I believe that's from behind, but just look at that. Because Horror Esports also being... yeah, you've been getting damaged, and I thought Yummy, that could be, you know, like a chance for him to move closer, but unfortunately Horror Esports got back on their feet almost instantaneously and was able to get the job done, which brings us down to just 9 teams remaining here, Sir Cloud.
9 teams left, 25 players. But the number will go down. Alan, T24, he found an angle. The final player of Fourth Thrives. Now he's going to try to stop them, but speaking of being stopped, the final player of RRQ eliminated by Hora Esports, and they're now dominating with 5 elimination points. Back to T24.
All right, Talon Esports, however, in a vulnerable spot here. I mean, they could easily be taken down by Fourth Thrives just because of their position. But then again, you know, it's so amazing that they're still alive. You know, they still can defend themselves in T24. If you're going to look behind you, I mean, the Blue Reaper's out to get you as well. But you know what? The advantage of T24 over here is, of course, still the high ground. I mean, he could just like maybe throw a nade or a molly here, weakening the defense by Talon Esports or of Talon Esports. We can see Axel as well as Yoru. They're holding on to their M4s while Shields over here is just, like full on SMG. But T24 amazingly, okay, popping up those smokes and still not making a move. I mean, obviously the angle is making it very difficult for him to take a point for himself.
The agent of Shield still in the game. Same goes for Alva from Alter Ego. Alright, they're still a full team and now they're heading towards Hora Esports, and Alva will take the frontal fight against Sky. That's just right in front of him, but Sky's cooking up the snake behind the smoke. Alva has no idea. It could be a short-range toss. Alva gotta be careful there. Neat toss on there, but Alva evades it. Alva getting the high ground advantage at the last tick of health. But from the side, the one that will shoot him down is going to be Potato from Point Donkey.
Okay, so Rosemary out. It's just Krypton and Alva technically, because Alva is already out of the game. I spoke too soon. But T24 okay. Running out of space here, trying to break down Talon Esports. It's a little bit of a struggle here. Wow, that was such a great dance-off. But at the end of that clash, it was Shields who actually emerged victorious. But Mafioso spotted on players coming from Kinotrope and as well as Alter Ego Eras. And this is such a great thing to see. With the Mini 14, it'll be easier for him, to maybe go for that speed tap fire and just shut down any player that will come like just within his crosshair.
Noel still on the low ground, but the circle is just right behind him. And he's prepping up a nade. Getting ready to stop Talon, but Talon, they might not navigate their way towards Noel. Anyway, okay. Here it comes. It's going to be Squash Boo from Alpha 7. Trying to stop the players of Talon. Noel just right behind Talon. Ooh, Noel. He could come up with a surprise against Talon.
I don't know. Talon is not aware, I believe, that we've got one player that could probably do a sneak attack here. Oh no. I mean, if that happens, they're going to be in between Squash Booth Alpha 7 and GLU squad, Noel. And here comes the nade. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. If Noel can pull this off, oh my goodness, that's 3 points in the bag.
Oh, there you go.
Oh!
That's what we're talking about. Noel with the nade from behind. The Ranger.
Okay, all right, now we're talking. Again, that will definitely be in my highlights, Sir Cloud. Unfortunate though for Mafioso. Okay, again, a series of unfortunate events for the side of Alpha 7 as they are getting a beat down. But we still got one more player for the side of Alpha 7, but we're looking at the final 5 teams here. Boing Donkey still alive. Maybe even has a chance, to bag that chicken dinner just because of their overall position. Well, let's see if Hora Esports can catch up. Unfortunately, Kinotrope of Japan, I can say that, maybe Miramar is their strong map.
Potentially. They seem like they know how to play this map better. And they now have 4 players. They're at 7 eliminations, so that means that they are feeling the groove in this round. And they have this elevation still at stage 7. They're looking like the team that has the best chance to score it.
Zeta with an AUG. Okay, and this is a dance-off between him and Squash Boo. But then again, Noel is over to his left side. So this could be a Mexican standoff. But Zeta's so close to Squash Boo, so I feel like... okay, so forget I said anything. So Zeta actually went for Noel this time before he engages with Squash Boo. But unfortunately, it was the Blue Ripper who got that point. Which brings us down to final 3 teams here. Kinotrope, Boing Donkey, Alpha 7. So perhaps, Kinotrope, since they have the number advantage, perhaps this could be their first chicken dinner.
Denied away the point before it's given away. Top 3 now. Kinotrope, Boing Donkey, and Alpha 7 for the chicken dinner. We can go still with the high ground. Knows that Squash Boo is there. For him to take that shot, gotta be careful because Zeta is around the corner as well. Squash Boo right in front of Zeta. I wonder if Zeta knows. AUG versus M4. Squash Boo. Squash between 2 teams.
Okay. Yeah. Because of the footsteps, I believe. That's why Squash was aware of the fact that, there's a player that will be coming from that direction. But it's so amazing, Sir Cloud, how he stays alive from that situation. I mean, obviously it was between Kinotrope and Zeta of Voindunki, and both of the teams is either firing at him or throwing nades and Molly. And again, it's so amazing that he's still alive at this point. But perhaps, Zeta knows that he needs to pick up Potato. They need the firepower, they need the numbers to go up against Kinotrope, obviously, because Kinotrope, they have that high ground advantage.
Oh yeah, it's hard to overcome Kinotrope. The only one that can push them down is the circle. So we just need short range nade. Boom. Squash Boo, he noticed that and he evaded that one. Now with the DBS, he will rush in. Tries to get as close as possible to the tank top here. And Squash Boo got gotcha. Moves out to the second floor to reset. Goes down back to the ground floor. Zeta sees him, but that's okay. Zeta, somebody going for the chase. Oh, but whatever it is, the Molly will buy time for Squash Boo to reset.
It's a cat and mouse chase, obviously, between Voindunki and Alpha 7. Squash was still alive with a DBS in his hands. We got Zeta with an SOF favor, however. Oh, but with just one shot, Zeta was able to collect that point. But of course, this is going to be Voindunki versus Kinotrope 4v2 situation. We got Mark throwing in the nade and shutting down Potato.
And Mark now looking at Zeta. Almost got Zeta. That was very, very close. There's no way that Zeta can save Potato right now. The only thing that he can do is to fend for himself against the 4 players of Kinotrope. And Kinotrope definitely have the numbers. They surrounded him and they ended his life. Kinotrope, second dinner in Miramar.
Woo, man. Okay, first time that I see. Of course, Kinotrope really dominating the match here, getting that chicken dinner. It's been a long time coming from this team. They have been so eager to prove themselves, to show everyone that they can really dominate. And I guess this is the perfect round for them in Miramar. Not just scoring a lot of points here, but also getting that chicken dinner, which is, of course, phenomenal for Kinotrope Gaming.
And Kinotrope, man, this chicken dinner could bring them to the top 18. Last we checked, they were outside of it. Can't wait to see the overall points. And they did score a healthy amount of elimination points together this round. So there's a big chance they could be in the top 18. We'll check that one out later. As a confirmation, looks like they scored 9 eliminations this round. So 19 points for Kinotrope.
And that is a lot. That definitely will propel them, in the overall ranking, which is, of course, what they need to get included in the grand finals. I mean, we're talking about top 18 teams, and I would want to miss, for Kinotrope to actually prove themselves that they can really, or they have what it takes to be like a champion for the Ruthless Invitational Showdown. But then again, okay, looking at Finale, Mark, Ozi-san, and Tamra, of course, we want to give them the proper spotlight since this is the first time for them to score the chicken dinner for match number 22 in Miramar. And again, we still got 2 more games to go here, ladies and gents. I do wonder if they were able to also score that MVP title for this round.
There is a chance because the amount of eliminations is quite healthy and it might qualify. But of course, in the fashion of Ruthless Invitational Showdown, it's not necessarily the team that scored the chicken dinner will get the MVP. It could be from another team. So we gotta wait and see, and our officials to make it official. As Kinotrope, top of the leaderboard here as in our teams to watch chart. We also have Alpha 7, Voindunki, and Cora Esports, who have been having an okay day today.
Yeah. Again, I don't even know, like, are the teams doing great because D plus Kia is slowing down, or are they really doing great because they are retaliating? They are doing a fan service. They are really gunning for high elimination count and really want to be part of the grand final. So, I mean, those are just like maybe my questions inside my head. But perhaps, there will be other teams that will still, like really make it good and show us what they can do for the Ruthless Invitational playoffs. But Kinotrope head-to-head with Voindunki. 9 elimination points to 6, 1,624 damage output. The only thing flexing, from the side of Voindunki would be the damage output, but it's a great thing that Kinotrope was able to score more elimination points than Point Donkey. But then again, the gap is not that
Oh.
far wide.
Wow, okay. The young player of Void Donkey Zeta gets the MVP this time. 5 eliminations, 1,198 damage. Okay. I thought it would have been someone from Guinness, but cool, right? Because Void Donkey, we gotta think about it, they saw a lot of action this round, and it took them so much for them to be taken out. So, yeah, I guess that's some of the indicators to show that one of the players of Void Donkey would be the MVP.
Oh man, okay. But Zeta is actually not a stranger at all at becoming an MVP or like really a person doing great when it comes to PUBG. We've always known Void Donkey is a strong team, like this is not a surprise at all that Point Donkey is like part of the top performers or like maybe scoring a chicken dinner eventually. But also let's give a big shout out to Ozzy-san, Kinotrope coming in at second for the top performers. We got Squash Boo of Alpha 7 and Carillo of Alpha 7. Again, let me just remind everyone that Alpha 7 is the defending champions for the Ruthless Invitational Showdown, and so far, even if they are like not too aggressive, not too passive, that's the gameplay that we can see coming from Alpha 7. I haven't seen them really transform into the beast that we know that they are. And I would love to like maybe even have a peek of that one. Deepa's Kia so far, they are showing everyone that we are here to dominate, not just like participate in the Ruthless Invitational Showdown, but like really get the top spot here. So I do wonder if that's the same case, for Alpha 7. Are they in the mood really to replicate, the firepower or everything that happened during the last Ruthless Invitational to this season?
But getting 13 points for Alpha 7 isn't that bad. So it kind of indicates that, okay, they're still kind of in the mood. Consistency is going to be key. But for E-Arena, they became the first team to be eliminated. So, yep, not that round. Vampire Esports, no points collected as well this round. Other than that, Void Donkey, 12 points collected. So that's pretty nice still. Alright, Esports, 9 points. Also not too bad. Followed by Talent, GLU Squad at 4th rise now. 4th rise, the next best ambition is probably to try to catch the number 1 or at least try to close the gap. But they have to have more points than that, because for D plus Kia, even though they had an off round, they still collected some points.
And 173, Sir Cloud. I mean, this is high for a Miramar match. So I do wonder if we're going to see that go high when we go back to Erangel. That would be the final Erangel, ladies and gents. And as for the overall rankings, of course, you guys are excited to see this numbers. D plus Kia is still at the top here with 214, followed by 4th Rise with 110, and it's Red Force coming in at 3rd place with 104. As for GLU and Alpha 7, they moved up ranks here. Vikings moved down. Yangon Galacticos is an unmover, I believe, on the first page.
And on page 2, we do have a few teams going up. That includes Void Donkey. With 12 points collected, they are number 9 now. So they are pretty healthy in the overall. Other than that, Hora Esports also moved up with 9 points collected. So that's pretty nice at number 10. As long as you're in the top 18, you're cool. Now, speaking about the top 18, RRQ moves down. They're at the borderline. Boom Esports just on the outside with a difference of only 2 points. So every team, even on page 3, can still overtake each other to be in the top 18. Maybe it's a bit difficult for Claw, but for the most of them, they can still be there.
Yeah, absolutely. But wait a minute. Most of the teams that are part of the 3rd page are all Indonesian. That's now that for me is unusual, because usually Indonesians are like the teams that are like so eager to always stay at the top or like stay at the first page here. But it's a different story for today. A lot of surprises, for the Ruthless Invitational Showdown. But then again, ladies and gents, we're down to our 2 games remaining before we close day number 4. So please don't go away. Continue to share the live broadcast and continue to invite your friends to come and watch. We'll take a short break. Don't go away.